Welcome to DJ 101, Intro to Being a DJ. I'm DJ Wiz. I'm going to show you how to do setup. So we're going to start with turntables. I also have a controller that's off screen. I'm going to give you all the basics of that. My sound system's actually over there off screen as well. Right now, this is the state of my setup. So as you can see, I'm not ready. We're going to start from the bottom. None of this stuff is plugged in. I'm gonna show you everything that it takes to plug it in, how to get it going, how to get some sound out of it. Then you can start your DJ practice. After that, we're gonna get into some basic scratching, how to source music, and some other things that you need just getting started out. This is the pure foundational basics. If you want to get more complicated DJ instruction from me, like scratches like transformer, flare, double click flare, things like that, we need to do it in person. So you can always click the link in the description. You can go to my website, DJWhiz, DEEJAYWHIZ.com. Sign up for a lesson there. Or you can go to DarianWigfall.com, DARIANWG, F as in Frank, ALL.com. That'll take you to the DJ Wiz page as well, and you can sign up there. So as you can see, not ready. We're gonna get ready. See you back in a sec. So we're back. I got it a little bit more cleaned up. Got turntable, mixer, turntable. I got my laptop stand here because later on I'm gonna get phase and I'll show you how to set that up. I don't currently have that. I have my big controller and I have my smaller controller, and I'll show you how to set up all of those. So first off, we're starting with the turntables. Hey everybody. First thing I like to do is plug it in. Plug it in for power. I have power strips in a lot of different places. There's one back here. I usually do power first, just so I know that when I get it turned on and things are in place, that's not the thing, right? Like, it's like, hey, did you turn it on and turn it back off? You know, that whole thing. Look for the simplest things first, like power. And then I go to the RCAs. Deck 1, of course, is going to go into channel 1. So you just plug it in like that. Now I have gray and orange, gray reddish. So I'm going to consider gray to be white and make sure it's in the phono side. And there's phono and line, and you can switch it even on this mixer. But make sure it's on the phono side and plug that in there. So channel 1, phono left, phono right, and then you usually have a grounding wire. Hopefully you have a ground screw on the back. Sometimes the mixers don't have a ground screw, so you might have to ground it to a screw that's just on the mixer. And of course there's multiple back there, one there, one there, one there, one there, one there, one there. So, you know, there's multiple places to ground it if there is not a grounding screw. But when there's a grounding screw, go ahead and take advantage of that. When there's a lot of lead wire on it, I like to wrap it all the way around the pole, and then keep it moving. So next we'll do phono 2, or line 2 into phono 2. And so that's a little bit more orange. Orange for red, gray for white. Left side on phono. Make sure they're both clicked to phono so that when I switch it on, it works. Power cord for the mixer, plug that in, and then I'm going to tuck it under the table and plug that in to the end of this power strip that you cannot see. Now that's in, and we should have power to the mixer. We have power to the turntables. These don't have the little knobs to turn it on, but you can see the red lights here and here that show that it's on. Mixer, red light, shows you it's on. Now we're going to hook up a needle, because I only have one in here right now, and I'll go get another one in a sec. These are just Ortofon Concord Pro S's that I've had for a while. So you just go ahead and put that on there. And then I'm going to connect, so depending on your setup, you may go ahead and plug this mixer directly into some speakers. That's how you're going to amplify the signal of the turntable. Turntable is just not loud enough to play it directly into a speaker. Some of the newer ones they're making, you can do that. For the most part, if you get a Technics 1200, you're going to need to plug that into a mixer and then into some speakers. Now, I am going into a mixer and then into another mixer that goes into the speakers. That's just because I'm in a studio setup and that's the way I like it. And you should set it up the way you like it. On these, I have some separated RCA cables. So this one goes blue to blue, so I'm gonna give that the white designation. And then this one's red, red to red. And I go out of the master, but you also have a record out there. So if you needed to go to another source or another speaker set, you could do that, or into a recording device. With that, let me go get the other needle, and I will be right back. So we're back. Second needle. This is only if you have 2 turntables. I'm really just setting it up so I can sample. That's where the sound system is off camera that you can't see. It's hooked up with a Mac Mini. So I'm hooking these up so I can practice, but also so that I can sample records into my DAW and then make beats from that too. So now that everything's hooked up, you want to have your needles snug in that tone arm. If you don't know what the tone arm is, that's the big arm that has the needle at the end. On these, the cartridge stylus and head shell are all one, but on some needles, they might be separate. Regardless, make sure your head shell is strongly screwed in to the turntable. Then let's put a record on and turn on this mixer so that we can have sound. That's the dirty version, so not that one. And they may not sound the same because these are older turntables that needed some work.
Now this the part where we break it down. Gonna break it down. Gonna break it down. Gonna break it down. Gonna break it down. Just break it down. Now pick it up. Just break it down. Now pick it up. Now pick it up. Just pick it. Now pick it up. Gonna pick it up. Some fresh off the block, fresh off the press. Yes, stay fresh with the dress.
There you go.
Sitting in the Lexus. Fellas wanna date us.
We'll try the other one just to make sure. A little more hum on that one. There you go. We're all set up, baby. If you want to learn how to beat juggle and stuff like that, holler at me, DJWiz_STL on Instagram. You can hit me up for a private lesson. I'll teach you how to scratch, stuff like that. Beat match.
Fresh off the block, fresh off the press. Yes, stay fresh with the dress. Fresh sitting in the Lexus. Fellas wanna date us.
That's it. So that was how to set up turntables. Next up, I'm going to show you how to set up the Pioneer DJ 1000 SRT Serato enabled DJ controller, as well as the Pioneer DDJ SB2 DJ controller. That's a great one for you beginner DJs for a great price point and size point for even a professional set from the highest level to somebody's backyard. So stick around for those. I'm going to show you exactly how to set them up.